The most beautiful moment in the teaching that I
The
do, I
most
believe,
memorable.
is
You have any? Yes. Yes.
okay. The most memorable. It was when that was it last month? I traveled back to school because, like I mentioned earlier, I'm still a student, right? I'm still a student. I'm my 400 level.
Okay.
So when I came back to the school, I resumed back to the teaching environment. When I went there, they saw me. The way they were
Mm.
happy, shouting, jumping on me. You know, it was very memorable to me, to be honest. I even cried that particular day. And then the second most memorable day of my life was when I was able to pay for two of my students' school fees by the help of someone online that reached out to me. So I think that too, I can never forget that particular
Oh,
day of my life.
so someone
Meeting.
someone saw your work. Someone saw your work and
Ye-
offered to help pay school fees of the
Yes,
children.
yes, he offered to pay two
Wow.
of my students' fees, and we went through the process together with them. We picked the students that are qualified for their school fees to be paid. I picked them in front of the rest
Mm-hmm.
of the students. We did the test and everything. We went to the cashier office. We paid the school fees. Even their parents came to the school the next day to come and appreciate and thank me for what I did for them. And I told them how everything went, how the person reached out to me. He wants to help by paying two of my students' school fees, and I told them everything that happened. So I think I will never forget that particular day of my life because I was able, and now I was able and I was in that particular position to help two students that don't have money to pay for their school fees. I think I will never forget that.
Mm. Mm. Is this something you would love to do continuously? You say you're studying at the center. How do you put your studies side by side with the teaching work you're doing? How do you manage?
Yeah, I have a student in JS1 that is a very chronic stammerer. He doesn't know how to talk without stammering, you get. But there is a method that I was also a chronic stammerer when I was in primary school. So I used this particular method when I was in primary school. So I taught him, I said, if you want to sing, you don't stammer. But whenever you want to talk or give answer in the class, you see he will start stammering, and the rest of the students will start laughing at him, which I used to warn them. I warned them, but now they don't used to laugh at him. Whenever I ask him, I always used to ask him question in the class so that he will build up his confidence. He will not have that stage fright because I also used to have stage fright. But then now I'm trying to build up their own confidence not to have stage fright, even when they get to university, higher institution, or whatever stage they will get in their life. So whenever he starts stammering in the class, I'll ask him to tell the answer in a song form. Because whenever you are singing, if you're a stammerer, whenever you are singing, you don't tend to stammer. So he will give the
Mm.
answer in a song form, and then you will see he will give the answer correctly without even stammering. So I think I use it works on me, and then I decided to use him, and then it's actually working on him. So I will say, to be